afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and riveting, amazing, wondrous Propagandacast from the host Imperial Dane, the one, the only Master Propaganda. Off here to 1 vs 1 on Crossroads. To the north, it is Orangepest, fighting here for the Soviet Union, Socialism, Communist Stalin, taking on the role here of the 6th Guards Tank Corps. In the south, it is Aimstrong, fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Fighting forwards with the 3rd Panzer Division here with strategic reserves, German infantry and elite troops, Panzergrenadier stormtrooper bulletins all the way here versus Orangepest with airborne troops, double infantry and anti-tank grenades. We're seeing a double party MD42 start here, so Aimstrong alongside those bulletins is likely going to be rushing straight ahead for tier 2, get out some Panzergrenadiers and likely supplement them with stormtroopers. As for Orangepest, well, probably a bunch of conscripts and equip them with SPT-40s. From there on, we'll have to see where it goes. We've got Parnis's engineers moving up here. Note he's going for a slightly more spread out approach, not focusing hard on one side of the map, possibly in case he gets rushed hard. He at least wants to show he has a bunch of strategic points. That way, losing, say, control of one fuel point isn't going to be quite as catastrophic for Aimstrong as it could be. Second aim 42 on the way there. After that, there will likely be, once he gets the resources, some tech there. Also got elite troops here for Aimstrong, opening up for G43s, though I'm personally not a fan of them on Panzer Grenadiers. It's not a huge one on Stormtroopers. Others, we'll have to see how that one works out. I do think German infantry could have been a pretty solid pick there. Even strategic reserves, but here we are. Second info almost done there for Aimstrong. We got sandbags here by the eastern fuel point. Very good. Almost got the munitions. Second info arriving there for Aimstrong and the 3rd Panzer Division. Orangepest sandbagging in the centre. Very good. Also got the fuel point there, sandbagged off, and moving up in the east side as well. Broad approach. 1 Pioneer squad, each attended by an MD42. We can see take up there for Aimstrong if he decides to go for it. And he does press the button for attack. So we're probably seeing some pretty fast Panzer gunners out there for Aimstrong. Heading there for the carve point. Aimstrong will have to react here with some troops swiftly to forestall this. We'll obviously see how he deals with this. I mean, all options trying to get the infantry and then sort of set up behind. Orangepest force. There we go. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. We can see the Orangepest rushing comes ahead. We'll get in the first. And it's the MD42 which narrowly makes it in before the countries there. That have been pretty up there for Aimstrong if he hadn't. Pioneer 74 doing us from the south as well to counter-attack to deal with Orangepest there, but it's going to lose the fuel point. Panzer squad though is going to be available here in a few seconds here for Aimstrong. Gergerman calling it in. What's going to class just press that button. Oh, now mind me. There you go. Now I can call it in. I was a bit too speedy there. That was my fault. My misreading. And there you go. Panzer as soon as he can get them, he does get. And we'll likely be seeing a 2nd Panzer Grenadier squad out pretty rapidly. Field medics on the way there for Orangepest. So far, so good. Some time to go up and again calling in the airdrops there to get him some SPT-40s on his conscripts. His Frontovix securing the point there. Fuel point lost. Securing the centre victory point. Moving east with 74-2 Pioneers. And there you go. 1st Panzer Grenadier squad out there for Aimstrong. And he's not far off there. Roughly half a minute from another one. More sandbags happening here and there for Orangepest. Very good. It's going to make it harder there for Aimstrong just to push ahead. Pioneers bring out there undercover machine gun fire there to assault the conscript positions. And before turning westwards, a bit more bold there to send in alone. Note here that Orangepest is going for a deeper move here, possibly anticipating machine gun movements there, so want to try and get behind if possible. Comes to the route in the east. Flamethrowers up. Panzer going to flank up on the other side. Good move there by Aimstrong. And before to being outmaneuver though, again, a bit dangerous there. But he's going to be retreated fast, so it doesn't matter. 2nd Panzer squad on the way to Aimstrong. We got support company up there for Orangepest to go up probably for some maximum to help counter whatever Aimstrong's up to, possibly mortars. And like, of course, also opens up, well, also opens up for field gun. Doesn't like the open up for them. He does open up for them, but you know, more sort of likely he's going to go for them sort of sooner rather than later. But he's moments away from him calling the airdrop weapons and begin equipping his conscripts with the SVT-40 semi-automatic rifle. 2nd Panzer squad out there for Aimstrong. Orangepest does not get Panzer Grenadiers since he's playing as the Soviets. If you want them, he has to play the Wehrmacht. Conscript moving in there, and there you go. He's been calling in, though he is spending munitions on something else first. Flamethrowers. And most parts of the conscripts. That's MD42. Actually, the Panzers moving elsewhere. They're moving towards the coordinate here around the centre. Need to cover the flamethrowers. Quickly dodge out there. Nice work by Aimstrong. Pioneers need to retreat, having wiped that off. And more pioneers on the right flank here. Heavy flank. There we go. 2 counter squads. The counter is popping into the house there. Could try and pop a bomb grenade to flush them out. We'll see what it ends up with. Countering from the other side. Stun grenades out. Could use that to try and bait them out maybe. MB4 to that flank. Got a grenade off. There's indeed a stun grenade. Problem is he walked into it, so let's go there for Aimstrong. He'll soon go for another Panther grenade. Squad and 3 counter or Panther squad here versus Orangepest could be, I think, a very good idea for Aimstrong, as he's now risking losing a bit of control here on the front line. Need to retreat those Panthers, they're very low on health. So it looks like he's going to keep fighting the good fight here, relying a bit on their bulletins and the heavy cavalry he's got here, but I don't think he can keep on going for much longer. And they're now both very low on health and numbers. Medic bunker up there for Aimstrong, very good, losing decent fuel point again. He's close to maybe calling in some stormtroopers at least. I mean, that could also be an idea there for Aimstrong. Certainly give a bit some faster infantry presence. Machine moving up very slowly on the west side. Centre being recaptured here by Orangepest and the 6th Tank Corps. But yeah, medic bunker up, Panther there being retreated. Pioneer 74 sitting out there. And that's going to be some reinforcements there. A lot of Panther grenadiers to Aimstrong. Pioneers as the conscripts up close. Pioneers had a good chance to the conscripts to bunch up. Nope. And there you go, first airdrop weapon here for Orangepest and the Red Army. Machine moving about here. Panther grenadier reinforcing. More or less good to go. Let's see follow-ups next here for Aimstrong. Pioneers in for fort counter-attacking to the fuel point again. Other point here being exposed. Might have to move some Panthers to cover that one. And there we go. Stormtroopers available. G43s as well, but I mean, that doesn't need. Yeah, he's actually equipping on the Panzer grenadiers. Seems like he's either testing them out or he thinks they're actually worth something. Personally, I'm not a fan of them. Personally, I feel like personally it's a downgrade, but you know, other people disagree. So obviously that's that. And it's killing points of machine. They close to getting wiped out. Not a good move there by Aimstrong. At least not a good development for Aimstrong. There you go, routed, moving out the west side. He can call in the stormtroopers now. He wants to, and he does in fact call them out. Very good. MP4 is on the way. Quickly ordering them to hold fire so he can sneak up on the enemy and maybe, you know, catch them off guard. There you go. G43s ready on the Panzer Grenadier. Leaving them with just G43s and 1 assault rifles. Well, assault rifle, not assault rifles. That's horrible. Oh, substandard ground. I wouldn't call it quite horrible, but it's substandard. Another airdrop weapon crate in there for Orangepest. Machine gun there. There's a machine gun pinned down there. Very good. Good flank in the pencil power. He's got both squads upgraded with G43s. That is a definite commitment there from Aimstrong towards the Gewehr 43. In this case, looks like he's going to use the Panzers bait to draw them in close to the Stormtroopers and then hit them there with MP40s up close. There we go. Nice work there by Aimstrong. Suddenly, Orangepest is on the defensive. Those quickly going for the T-70, and Aimstrong has absolutely no way of countering that. Noting he's got no light to make a nice company up. He's got no Panther tracks, and I am reasonably sure we're not seeing any telemines either. So Aimstrong might be in for a very, very uncomfortable development unless he quickly changes something up here. I do mean very uncomfortable. Since a T-70 with absolutely no way of even slowing it down is going to be absolute hell to deal with. Conscripts versus Pioneers, SVT-40s versus Flamethrower and MP-40s. Got the MP-42 joining in the good work in these two. We got Panthers there being overwhelmed by the conscripts. Quick Kinkazu grenade, which is going to retreat those Panzer grenadiers before they get wiped. More Panthers moving in here from the other side. 7 kills. Counter, they're taking some loss from the G43, so they quickly just pop them down. Veterans 1 gained. And there you go, T-70 out. Stormtroopers forced to retreat in the face of Orangepest tiny terror tank. No telemines, like, from at least what I can see here. Might be wrong, though, but I mean, considering he's not exactly managing to rush ahead for armor, and he's got no anti-tank guns, I mean, you'd figured at least go for a few telemines, but oh, there we go. He managed 1 telemine down, but he has to quickly move, otherwise the T-70 is going to see it, and at that point, the surprise is going to be ruined. There you go. Panthers there reinforcing healing alongside the Stormtroopers. The Stormtroopers just need a bit of patching up there. Don't worry, Otto. You'll be right as rain again when we patch you up. Unlike Jürgen over there, who's well, he'll also be alright as rain again, despite those huge bullet holes. I'm not entirely sure how it works. Flamethrower versus flamethrower here. Pioneers routed, seizing the western fuel point. See something about. Contras routed. So Palmer Core going up. I'm going to get out some fast armor. That's obviously going to be really helpful there for Aimstrong. I mean, a fast Ostman could be quite the problem here for Orangepest to deal with, actually. Fast Panzer IV would also be a problem, but not so much as infantry. We'll have to see what ends up with there with Aimstrong and Orangepest. Panzer the West Engineers in the centre backed up with the maximum here. Fielding away there for Orangepest. He's clearly worried about enemy armour. I mean, he's seen only Panzer Grenadiers. He's seen nothing of the Tier 2, so he's very likely expecting Aimstrong, of course, to rush for his Supplement Corps and begin pushing out something fast. So Orangepest, of course, in this regard, is making the correct decision to prepare for whatever's coming, be it an Ostman or a Panzer IV. So there you go. Supplement Corps, he's not far off from an Ostman Flak Panzer or a Panzer IV. Both, I would say, are good choices, though again the Ostman would just hit Orangepest harder on his infantry at the moment than the Panzer IV would. Otherwise, he should have gone for strategic reserve, since that Panzer IV model year is a lot better. We got more drop weapons there. That's going to mean 3 counter squads to cook with S-5040. So he's going to need some fuel from the Stormtroopers. Aimstrong on the right again. And I mean, he can go for the Ostman now, but it does seem like he's going here for the Panzer IV instead. There you go, Panzerkampfwagen 4. Machine gun white, bit of a blow there to Aimstrong, but since it's in his base, it's not the biggest loss, as you can just easily recruit it. Noting double flamethrowers there for Aimstrong, so he's clearly not worried about mines from Orangepest, and he's just more focused on causing his infantry as much harm as possible, and of course denying him any cover. All buildings. Oh, he's trying to bait him, and did it! T-70 down to the Telemine. Now that's a big one there for Aimstrong. I can sort of fight hard against the Inf, of course, with the Panzer IV to sort of back him up. That's going to be a bit tricky there for Orangepest, who's not been mining either. Panzer IV taking some heavy damage from engineers, 6 kills close to VT2. Of course, once they get to VT2, their DPS is going to go up notably. Pioneers as the engineers. Oh, double flamethrowers there. Minesweeper was up finally there for Orangepest, but, you know, not in time to save the T-70. Not in time. Stormtroopers, Panzers there reinforcing. Panzer IV setting up. Pin-up machine all the way there. Very good. Infantry charging forward to the copper. Well, Pioneers charging forwards. Mines down there for Orangepest. Very good. Well, no mines that, it seems. Seizing the cut-off point there. Panzer moving towards the centre. Panzer was there, almost good to go. 6 and 11 kills. Panzer goes to the Panzer IV in the centre. Pin-up machine almost done. We got the field on the way. Pioneers need to retreat. Directed hit from the Sis-3 on the Panzer IV. Cut-off point there secured. Back here, troops in good to go. Going for the point there. Eastern side very open to be reclaimed here, and we got the mechanized armor company up for Orangepest. Very good, very good. Panzer IV being repaired around the centre, a bit more risky there considering the field gun is close, but I guess Aimstrong prioritised expediency over safety in this case. Panzer IV to the conscripts, doing some light damage, then moving up here, going for the cut-off point first. Interesting move there. In a sense, I mean, obviously it means his opponent's going to get fast cut off from that fuel point if he just runs straight for the fuel point, so obviously that makes a lot of sense. And what? Nice equip them with G43s. I got 1 MP40 and then 3 G43s. An interesting choice there by Aimstrong for sure. Interesting, I think is the best way I can describe it. Not entirely sure what to make of that. I'm not sure I agree with it, but it's something else for sure. Just for the bombarding, seizing Eastern fuel point. Almost got the Western fuel point back again. Back here, troops reinforcing. That's going to be all 4 squads now equipped with S-54 spoiler here for Orangepest. Guess it's going to be the battle of the semi-automatics here between the two. Countrymen got up there straight into the Panzer. They're getting VT2 and routing them. Other squad is incredibly close, but just needs a bit extra to done there. Machine gun right here, the Maxim and the engineers. He's going to have to retreat that one by the way, I think. Nope, he does try for it. He does try for it despite the flamethrower right in front of it. That's pretty ballsy there by Aimstrong, or he wasn't paying attention. That's all spotted. There you go. He does retreat, realizing that was pretty bad. In fact, machine gun just went from almost being at full health to next to no health, certainly highlighting that was a really bad maneuver. And that was a wipe. He's going to have to rush in the Panzer IV then, whatever infantry cast. Possibly try and deny it to Orangepest, but yeah, unless his men can move at faster than light speed, that's not going to happen. And what is this? We got a second Stormtrooper scored out. Not going straight for the G43 this time, but adding MP4. Well, he didn't do in the other one, but still, considering he went for G43 on that one, you could figure just go for G43 when he has to missions on the second one, but I guess Aimstrong was against that. Now, so he wants to mix up G43s and MP40s and the Stormtroopers. That's unique. I'm not entirely sure how to describe that, but, you know, unique. Machine gun firing from the south here, very good. More infantry arriving to back up here. Good play there by Aimstrong, good handling. Panzer there being routed though. Almost got the field gun here, and can get rid of the Maxim as well. That'd be pretty big there, of course, for Aimstrong. We got come to the flanking egg, charging in behind the MG42. That's his remaining MG42, so he has to retreat one pretty fast. Almost got the field gun here with the Panzer IV. 8 kills, close one. Maxim being routed. Need to get those Stormtroopers into support here. Field gun down, Maxim almost taken out, machine gun routed. Stormtroopers finally on the move here. Panzer Squad, I think, should also be rushing in around the trying to grab points there, maybe, since this is beginning to be a pretty big engagement. More importantly, his Panzer IV stuck in it, so you know, should prioritize maybe trying to get that Panzer IV out of there in one piece, or at least, you know, as many pieces as possible, or as few pieces as possible. I'm not entirely sure to make sense of that one. Anyway, so I tried, but I failed. Field gun down, Panzer IV there, half health. Panzers are slowly on the move. He needs to get other troops in there. I think he's just at this point trying to keep the field gun out of Orangepest's hand as long as possible. Engineers sacrificed recruit. He might even merge the countries here. Field gun about to get cleared out there. 17 kills on that Panzer IV. Panzer there arriving. Field gun could be destroyed. Second field gun arriving. He's going to lose that Panzer. We could try and Panzer Titian it to sort of, you know, save it, but yeah, I don't think he's going to do that. Panzer gun is inch enough and not charging in there. I mean, you know, pop smoke maybe. Oh, there you go. A bit late to the party. Panzer the minion, 9 kills. Field gun shoots, misses, and the field gun is cleared out. Damn close there for Aimstrong though. Needs more troops in there. Got the MG42 moving up. Machine gun recruit, holding into heavy cover. That's going to avoid getting suppressed. It's going to be a close one though. 10 kills on the Panzer Grenadier. Conscript 14 to the line of fire. The Panzer Grenadier. There we go. Conscript taking casualties. Machine gun there getting shot at as well. 12 kills there, machine gun joining in the fun. Eastern Point being seized there as Orangepest diverts, forced to deal with that. Very good, sneaky. Panzer IV's going to need some serious repairs, and he should probably, I think, just add in more armor now. MG4's moving up closer here. Panzer goes there down to just 2 man as the machine gun just hammers away there. He's going to have to retreat that machine gun to avoid losing that one to Orangepest as well, as that would be quite detrimental. And there you go, another Panzer IV on the way. Panzer IV there receiving repairs finally. 18 kills. Panzer Grenadier Stormtrooper arriving, and apparently he did not retreat the machine. In fact, was, you know, keen on just getting troops in there, maintaining a foothold. 3 kills, and we got 14 kills here. Machine's about to get hammered, I think. Stormtrooper will be able to clear that on the flank, and there you go, forcing retreat here for Orangepest. Some intense infantry action. He's actually grabbing the field gun with his Stormtroopers. A bold move there by Aimstrong. Grenade off here, concussing the conscripts, giving his Panzer maybe more time to sort of get themselves together, and there you go, machine gun joining in, Conscript gets pressed soon. A lot of intense infantry action going on here, a lot of semi-automatic action. There you go, Panzer IV good to go. Second Panzer IV joining in, comes they spot it out in the open. Panzer IV shoots and spectacularly misses. And Orangepest is finally able to go for armor here against Aimstrong and the Dritte Panzerdivision. Veterans won their gain on the Panzerkampfwagen 4 as it pursues the conscripts like a very, very angry dog. Second Panzer IV setting out, the pin machine being added, very good. Conscript storms from the east. Here we got Stormtroopers, the conscripts up close. MP40, well, that's just the G43 at this point. Tank for the conscripts, almost wiping them out there. Panzer from the other side, we could see wipe here against Orangepest. And there we go, that looks like a wipe. There you go, unit down. Orangepest is in a dire state right now. Aimstrong's forces are filled with elite infantry with G43s. And he's got 2 Panzer IVs, plus a stone field gun. Meanwhile, Orangepest has got a bunch of conscripts. The T-54 is on the way and he's got 1 field gun, but beyond that, I mean, well, he's also got 2 machine guns. He's looking a bit rough. Panzer IV still pursuing the Maxim. Finally, these two got Pioneers as the conscript there. MD-42 Grand Western Fuel Point. Maxim there, getting routed by the Panzerkampfwagenführers. Back here, troops in reinforcing, halfway to Veteran 3 and the ace level on those gentlemen. Similar to the other squad. We got 226 versus 378, that's probably one of Orangepest's big advantages at the moment. He's got more victory points than Aimstrong. And something Aimstrong probably should be a bit mindful of. Panzer about to engage with the T-50 Fortune, getting the first shot there, so it gives him a bit of an upper hand in the advanced engagement, particularly with the field gun nearby. Could turn a bit ugly against Aimstrong, he's going to have to think pull back that Panzer IV swiftly. More engineers out there, Stormtrooper squad sitting out, back here troops reinforcing, need to get those Panzer Grenadier moving alongside everything else. Stormtrooper have as the Maxim. Quickly suppressed, Panzer IV moving in, need to go closer with that field gun. Can't forget about the field gun, Aimstrong, and there you go, down to half health on that one as well. He's going to have to pull back both Panzer IVs now for needed repairs, and there you go, a massive cloud of smoke there appearing to cover the retreat of the Panzer IVs. Both Pioneer squads should be able to swiftly assist their field gun out the west side. Might want to get the Panzers in to deal with that and retreat the Stormtroopers soon. Now the Panzer IV could be an idea here for Aimstrong, now that are committing to Ostwind to just further put pressure on the infantry. I think could be a very good idea for Aimstrong. Machine gun there being hauled forwards. Centre victory point being seized there by Orangepest. Field gun is quite exposed there, definitely not the best setup there by Aimstrong. And quickly gets those to the Maxim Panzer, they're flanking the Maxim on the other end. And oh, that's machine gun action routing that with the MG42, both are machine guns, so technically I'm using rather incorrect language there. Constantly moving ahead here. Panzer does the conscripts, hosing them down up close. Concussor grenade off. Doing some nice damage there, but they're losing out there in the end. And we got a rocket strike inbound here from Orangepest, and they're going to take out the Panzer IV. Panzer though could end up being the one suffering from it. No. They dodge it. Well, he dodges it since the rest are dead. Now the T-50 force from 6 for Orangepest. Aimstrong is not building up in his armoured forces here. I mean, Stugs could also be an idea just to further put pressure on the tanks, but Ostwind would be the way to put pressure on the infantry. Either way, I do feel like you should sort of go for either of those. You could also just go for another Panzer IV. I mean, having 3 Panzer IVs would obviously also be bad news for Orangepest. But either way, I definitely feel like Aimstrong just needs to go for more armour, and no, he's going for tier 4 here. I mean, that can also work out, but it does give Orangepest more time so gain control of the situation now, whereas just adding more tanks now could possibly allow Aimstrong just to finish things off. Panzer IV moving up straight ahead again into the field gun there. He needs to remember there's a field gun and it can put his Panzer IVs in a bit of a bind there. Blitzing forward, so you're going to try and take out that T-50 force from 6. Infantry needs to get him up there, and at least got a Stormtrooper squad moving in, Panzer nearby, and there go, he ends up blitzing away again. Going for that field gun instead, not a bad idea, though needs to be careful not to extend the Panzer IV to a point where he can't get it out, and there you go. Field gun down. Troops moving ahead here. Orangepest is back taking some nasty hits. Almost got the field gun destroyed, that's going to be quite painful there for Orangepest if that happens. Better 2 gaining the Panzer IV. There you go, Panzer's joining in. Bundle grenade there on the bind start Maxims. Oh boy. Didn't quite result in any wipes, it's certainly resulting heavy damage to the Panzer IV, half health. T-50 force from 6 lands some good hits there. Field gun on the up, T-50 force from 6 could go down here, but he might be able to get the Panzer IV. Pop smoke there, going to try and get out, but he's exposed to the rear, and there you go, that allows the T-50 force from 6 to take down Aimstrong's Panzer IV. Unfortunately, Panzer IV moving in, shoots and misses. He might even lose the other Panzer IV here. That could be a very decisive engagement that ends up there. Got one T-50 force from 6, need to get that Panzer IV out there before he loses it. T-54 moving in there, veteran trying to gain the Panzer IV. Orangepest need to be careful not to extend his T-54 from 6 either, and he could end up losing it. But then again, if he gets the Panzer IV, that'd be huge here for Orangepest. No, misses, and the Panzer IV takes out the T-54. It even gets abandoned. If we could get into it, that'd be great. But no, they consummate to the first and recruit. Field gun cleared out there. Some intense and violent fighting going between both sides. T-54 definitely explode there. Conscripts make away though. Escaping here the finishing blows from Aimstrong, who still, of course, got a whole bunch of very elite infantry about, all with the G43s. Back here, needs to probably get pushed for that heavy panzer if he's planning it. Stun grenades off there. Stormtroopers dueling it out here with the conscripts. Quickly out the Panther 4 there, and we got a rocket strike inbound again in an attempt to take it out. Oh, calling in from the other side. Brilliant maneuver there by Orangepest. Aimstrong got punished for it, then again heavily damaged Panther 4, and he finishes it off there. Clever maneuver, quickly followed up another T-34-6, meaning if Aimstrong is going to try and go for the Tiger Ace now, he could find himself being punished by it, as it's going to allow Orangepest to get more armor now. And of course, crucially to keep in mind, Aimstrong right now has no anti-tank weapons, since he just lost the field gun he stole, and again, he's got no tank. So he's putting here for the heavy Panzer Corps, and that could very well give Orangepest just enough momentum to sort of make the field much less friendly for Tiger Ace to arrive on. So this could prove to be a awkward development there for Aimstrong, and he's going to have to work hard here then. The T-34-6 almost done there for Orangepest. We've got Stormtroopers, Panzers moving ahead here, going for the western points there. He's also still behind on victory points compared to Orangepest, despite the several times I think having a larger and more superior force. He's not been struck, and I feel like getting control of the victory points here against Orangepest. Incendiary grenade off, also known as the Brandhandgranate. I think the Germans more commonly just used, well, their own version of the Molotov, which was known as the Brandflasche. In fact, they industrially produced them. They were sort of dark green bottles. Usually with sort of a similar detonator to the Shield Handgranate. They just have like a storm match, whatever it's called, to just set it off with. So, little fun fact there. But there you go, T-34-6, and that means Orangepest again has the tank advantage right now against Aimstrong. And again, that can prove to be crucial, in particular since again, Aimstrong, in the current state of affairs, has no anti-tank weapons, as I keep repeating. Storm to the Val gaining veteran fleet, 20 kills, routing the maximum there. Pioneers versus conscripts there. But 8 storms with the G43s is quite impressive. Comes there, risk getting wiped out, but then again, there's also just a risk of his units getting wiped out by the T-34s from the 6. Close here though, close. Good chance there, go wipe down. He just 2 conscript scores. Well, again, Aimstrong has plenty of infantry, but he's still short on tanks. Now, of course, once the Tiger Ace hits, and of course, Orangepest has been able to, I think, build up enough of sort of buffer to deal with that, possibly, so there's a good chance Aimstrong might still be able to turn up, but even then, there's a chance it might not work out, because right now, again, his entire force is exposed. He's going to charge in the T-34 there. He might even try and go for some serious wipes within Aimstrong's base here. But there you go, Tiger Ace is going to have to get that T-34 away fast. As there you go, the first thing that T-34 is going to see is the Tiger is going to see is that T-34-6 right in front of it. And he's going to have to try and get that T-34 up, but of course with Combat Blitz, the T-34's chances of getting away there are very limited. There you go, field gun for the rescue, so at least put some damage into it. We got a grenade off here on the field gun, doing some heavy damage. Tiger Ace charging in, T-34 quickly sneaks about the house, and with that, Aimstrong actually breaks off the pursuit, meaning the T-34-6 actually survives. Close one there, Tiger Ace doing some damage, we get to score any kills. Nope, but always quick to merge the conscripts with a field gun to keep it a full size, so at least it becomes harder for Aimstrong's Tiger Ace to finish it off there. Good play by Orangepest, and it does force Aimstrong to pull the Tiger Ace out of there. And again, he's got most of the map now. Plus, all the resources had to spend into the Tiger Ace also meant all this infantry could not be reinforced. He's lost the Panzer Grenadier squad, so Aimstrong might actually be in a slightly sticky spot, despite again having a Tiger Ace and so much elite infantry. The economic strain, again due to the development there, has left him in a slightly awkward spot. And there you go, another rocket strike. Again, note the way he keeps calling in there. He keeps trying to call in the rocket strikes from behind the tank, because most likely what people will always do, in most cases, they'll try and just back it out. Meaning, by calling in from that angle, the rockets are more likely just to hit the Tiger Ace as it backs out of there. So clever play there by Orangepest. Tiger Ace going to need some repairs. Another field gun there for Orangepest. Very good. 130 versus 345. Machine gun there seems to be a bit forgotten by Aimstrong. Probably doing some of all the hectic fighting inside his base. He just sort of rushed it off then and forgot all about it. Tiger Ace got to go there for Aimstrong. Note he used the Pioneers and the vehicle crew repair ability together to speed up the repairs. Good work there. Well, there's definitely been an increase in Tiger usage. I think not all people call into vehicle crew repair being actually a really good ability just to get the Tiger Ace back and fight faster. And again, when it comes to the Tiger Ace, one of the most important things, besides just not getting it blown up right away, is just ensuring it always spends as much time as it can fighting, and that means actually using vehicle crew repair abilities, as much as possible, so you don't, spend several minutes with it doing nothing. Since again, vehicle crew availability can easily cut off several minutes. So good work there by Aimstrong. Being around here by the Tiger Race, be close to victory 2 on that one. Seizing the eastern field point, victory point will secure there. Double field, so there's the Tiger Race going to be up from there for Aimstrong. He's going to need armor, and I think he's going to need to pull off some sort of flank. Another good idea could be attractive back tech for the infantry company and bring up mortars, but again, because he does rush ahead, he's got no infantry company, and in fact, there might be a slight capability gap there because Aimstrong is also in part just not considering mortars at all. But again, mortars could help you at least deal with certain elements, or at least suppress the field guns with smoke. Of course, technically, mechanically, they're not suppressed, but again, because you can't easily see to shoot. I mean, arguably, they're sort of suppressed, at least with more. At least that's sort of I consider it. So that's something to consider for Aimstrong as well. But I'll wait. Tiger's running in there, blasting several conscript part there with a well-placed 88mm high explosive shell. Another hit there, almost wiping out the entire unit. Very close to it. You need 2. Medic bunker up there for Aimstrong as the other one got destroyed there by Orangepest. We need to put more pressure on the left flank. He definitely, I think, needs to avoid getting tunnel mission in the center point because that's really, I think, also where Orangepest is going to expect the main blows, as you can see here. So if he can sort of outmaneuver Orangepest, he's he's going to have a good chance there. But at the same time, with victory points as low as they are compared to Orangepest, Aimstrong could possibly be baited into trying to launch a full-out assault here, and again there's a lot of support weapons expecting a head-on assault. And if he really wants to pull that off, again he'd need mortars to lay down a smoke screen exactly to suppress this so they can't easily shoot him as he charges in. I mean, there's obviously storms with the smoke grenade, but even that's going to be sufficient to maybe just like hold the point a bit, but not enough to really just clear out the position. And the thing is, he wants to clear it out, or at least he should want to clear it out. He wants it gone, or he should want it gone. Almost got the T-34 from 6, but that's survived the encounter. We got the field was already turning back to deal with it. Shots are bouncing though, that's pretty lucky here. He could try and bypass, but without aim support, that could prove to be a really bad idea there for Aimstrong. He's going to need another smoke grenade here. Pioneer Storms coming in there. We go. Ends up working out there, thing then for Aimstrong. Might be able to get the machine gun, that'd be huge. Southeastern victory pumping C-step Orangepest. Good play there. Another T-34 from 6 on the way for him. But there you go, Maxim holding up here. Aimstrong's assault. Very good play there. Good idea to have an in-depth defense, so if the first line falls, you're all going all the way to slow down the enemy. Targeting them being rushed, anti-tank grenade off. Very good work there by Orangepest. Very good. Lots of smoke being deployed here to just make it harder for Orangepest to coordinate his defenses, which is a good idea really. But obviously with just smoke grenades, there's going to be a limited effect here, and he's going to require more force to sort of pull through with, and that's kind of what he lacks now. He's definitely going to need more armor. I'd recommend a Panzerfaust, but Ostman could also work out, or just something to quickly clear out some infantry, for example. And he's forgotten about the eastern point again. He needs to rush in some troops there. This is possibly also where light mechanized company could be an idea, because we could get the 250 half-track, then quickly ferry troops about there from hotspot to hotspot. Though obviously I know that's more sort of my thing, and not something a lot of players dabble in it. Is that machine gun just bugged up, or has he just generally sort of completely forgotten about it, in part because he just sort of stands at the edge of the map here? It's hard to say what's going on. Stormtroopers routed, Tiger Race there, trying to haul away there. Taking hits here, looking pretty bad. Panther almost down there for Aimstrong and the 3rd Panzer Division. 62 versus 345. Yeah, I mean, if he just, launched up an assault from here and sort of hit the position, he probably done better. Though, of course, Orangepest has to an extent anticipated that. Well, at least some mines for quarters is great, and of course, Aimstrong to go for minesweepers, which I guess he's not keen on. But I think that also had more success than just trying to just pull a head-on assault here. Either sort of stuck outside the map. Is it really just bugged out? Yeah, I mean, I could imagine it, but at the same time, it just seems a bit strange. Oh well, Panther forming eastwards there. We got 44 versus 345. Another T-34 from away there for Orangepest. A sundering hit there on the conscripts on the Tiger Race. Another hit there, 24 kills on the Tiger Race. Good hit there, smoke grenade off. Double bounce off the Tiger Race's armor. Panther moving up to try and flank, of course, do some damage that way. Not a bad idea at all. 3rd T-34 on there. Go rocket strike in again and again. Notice. Oh, combined with a ram there. Not quite enough this time around, but nice play all the way there. Orangepest Patrol doing some heavy damage to field gun support has been cleared out, but Aimstrong's forces on a precarious position. He's still low on victory points. Tiger Race did go down here. Nasty work. Then, of course, now it's got one Panther versus two T-54s and 6s, and obviously that one's out of commission. His infantry's overwhelmed as well. Panther's got a fast. You should probably just call in some stormtroopers, get them in here faster to assist the fighting. Almost got the unit there. Machine gun is still forgotten back there, getting bugged out. I'm not entirely sure what. Which of the two then? Engineers taking heavy damage here, being slowly wiped out. Panther's about to go down. We got 35 to 16, 45. We got more storms arriving here for Aimstrong. T-54 moving forward, blazing its way through whatever remains of Aimstrong's lines. T-54 took a hit there. Comes there with 31 kills. In fact, he's down to just one contact port there. He could consider maybe calling in some guards airborne at some point. T-54 going here for the Panther 4. 8 kills. Veterans 1. Storm's almost wiped out. T-54 going to the base and takes out the Panther 4, leaning Aimstrong now with 0 tanks. And again, Orangepest with 2 functional and then 1, I know, it needs some work. Tank. Finally, he's about to get wiped out. Aimstrong is now defenseless in the side of his base. And that rather looks like a win here for Orangepest. At times it looked pretty bleak for him, but he managed to turn this around against Aimstrong and beat him silly. So, well played there by Orangepest. Also well played by Aimstrong, but again, I feel like a few tactical and strategic mistakes rather ended up costing him. And again, I feel like he shouldn't have gone for the Tiger Race like the way he did. I'm not saying he shouldn't go for it at all, but I feel like the way he ended up going for it rather gave Orangepest the opening he sort of needed to push back against Aimstrong. Additionally, more mines would also been a very good idea there for Aimstrong, and just less focus on the centre victory point, at least not by attacking head on into like a straight line there, but outmaneuvering. He's still fighting, of course, but just post-mortem here, since, short of Orangepest suffering a heart attack or something, or being dragged out to a gulag, I don't see Aimstrong winning this anymore. There you go. Pops out, and GG, game over. So, again, well played by Aimstrong, well played by Orangepest, but, Orangepest did better. So, keep all these sort of details in mind, and again, knowing when to push for Tiger Races and whatnot, and why that is a powerful weapon. If your opponent manages, gain too much counter pressure, in the meanwhile, a Tiger Race could end up falling a bit flat, and that's kind of the issue. But also, it's just partly just kept attacking head on, and without mortars to support that, that's not necessarily the best idea. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell your friends, tell your family, but don't tell your enemies. Tell your enemies. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.